Hey, what's up you guys? It's Sydney and today I'm doing a kind of different video. I'm going back to the basics and I'm doing a rundown on all the different types of brushes and the most basic starter kit brushes you can get. I thought this would be helpful for some of the people who are less advanced in makeup, who are just getting into it. And yeah, let's get started. Let's start with the face. Here we got some basic face foundation concealer brushes. I feel like this is the most basic foundation brush there is. This is a flat foundation brush. And I don't like these at all. I find them to be very streaky. Once you use them once, it can get really clumpy in the bristles. So what I like to use this for is to spread and distribute the foundation over my face, and then I blend it in with a different brush or a sponge. This is really nice if you just want to deposit product on the face, but I would not recommend this for blending. This is a kabuki style brush or a buffing brush, and this is really great for foundation. You can tap it on foundation and then distribute this on your face and then blend it in. I would use circular motions with this type of brush. This is the Custom Cover Buffing Brush from Eco Tools, and this is very affordable, and I actually really like this. It does a great job. It's very buildable. And this foundation brush I've used many times. This is a more expensive high-end brush. This is from Sephora. This is the Pro Flawless Airbrush. And what I do with it is I either use my finger or that flat foundation brush I was talking about to dot foundation on my face, and then I blend it out. This is very precise and small, so you can also use this to blend in cream concealer. And this is good to get into any little places. You can even blend in under eye concealer with this. I really like it. It does a great job, and it does give an airbrushed finish. This is a flat concealer brush. It's pretty much the exact same thing as this, just a lot smaller. And this is once again good for depositing product right on tiny little blemishes, like this huge one growing out of my forehead. You can just place concealer on there, and I would go in with something like this to blend it out. And if you want to get a more full coverage, do not swipe, because it'll actually end up pulling the product off and moving it. It won't really blend it. So if you want to keep the coverage but just blend in, dab. A nice dabbing motion will keep the coverage. And if you're not into brushes for foundation, I highly recommend sponges. I think this is a lot easier. It's kind of foolproof. You can't really go wrong. There will be no streaking. It gives the most natural finish, and sponges do pick up excess product, so it will prevent you from being cakey. This is the Beauty Blender. It's not wet, so it's really small, and this is the Real Techniques complexion sponge, and this one is $20. This one I think is around $8. I like both of them almost equally. I think they both do an amazing job, so it just depends on your preference. These are amazing for pretty much everything. Always getting a nice base. You can definitely blend in under eye concealer. I always do that. These are not the best for blemishes because it picks up excess product. So if you want to keep a very full coverage, I would use a brush for concealer. I highly recommend getting a sponge. The only issue is that these hold a lot of bacteria and they're hard to clean. You can't just spray some brush cleaner and rub them on a paper towel. That's not how it works. The easiest way to clean sponges is to soak them fully in water and then leave them in a bowl of water. Put the bowl of water in the microwave for 45 seconds about, and that kills all the bacteria in it, and then run it under some water with either brush cleaner like brush shampoo or even face wash, and just really get in there, and that'll just get rid of all the makeup, and you killed all the bacteria. So that's it for the face base. Now we're gonna get into different face stuff. This is a bronzer type brush. The reason I like this for bronzer is because it's pretty slim this way, so you can get a nice chiseled contour, but it's also fluffy, so you can blend things out. So you could use this for bronzer and for contouring, which is pretty much what I do. The only way I got this sharper contour was with this brush. It's really great for blending. This is a Morphe brush. You can also use a large powder brush for bronzer, but I would not recommend this for contouring, because contouring is a shadow, a deeper, darker shade. Contouring shades are normally less warm and darker than just normal bronzer shades. So if you want to just bronze and give the whole face a nice glow, you can just dust this everywhere. But for more detailed bronzing or contouring, I would go in with a slightly smaller brush. Large powder brushes are also great for obviously powdering the face if you are more oily, you can use a setting powder to do that and to brush off or just blend any excess product. Like after I do my entire face, sometimes I like to just go over with a big brush and just make sure my blush, bronzer, highlight, everything meshes together beautifully. This is my favorite blush brush. This is the Real Techniques blush brush, and yeah, it's really cute. It's a nice tapered end, so it goes into like this nice poofy and then tapers off. The only issue with this is that it's pretty big, so if you have a small face, this can end up getting blush like everywhere. But I really like it. It blends everything out nicely, and of course it is affordable. You can also use this brush for contouring, like I said earlier. It's that same tapered or thinner end that you can get right in here. It's perfect for contouring and bronzing, so this could be used for two things, which is really nice. And pretty much last for the face, I have a fan brush. These often come in like those kind of like cheaper brush sets. This is actually from a cheap brush set. I think I got like 20 brushes for $20, so it was like $1. And I use this every day for highlighting. It's a very light, soft brush, and I put my highlight right on the tops of my cheekbones, down the bridge of the nose, and right over the lip. Now we are done with the face, and it's time for the eyes. I narrowed down my eye little set to 7 brushes that everyone needs, in my opinion. The first one that I think is 100% a necessity, this is a large blending brush. I can do this thing. This is a large blending brush or a crease brush. This is from Sephora. This is number 10, and I use it all the time. It is the most perfect for putting in transition shades, darkening up the crease. Pretty much it's for the crease, and it blends everything out. So if you do like a big smoky eye, you want everything to be nice and blended, just put that through the crease and stuff. I highly recommend it. I think everyone needs a blending brush. Next, I have the MAC 217, and this is kind of similar. You can use this as a blending brush, but then again, you can also use it for more precise things. I feel like these two are the two brushes I couldn't live without. I use my 217 and this brush every single day. Next, I have a flat foundation brush. This is pretty much the same as a concealer brush. You can kind of interchange them. This is for stamping or pressing color onto the lid. You can do that with like metallic shades, just like press color, and this just keeps a lot of pigmentation, but I would definitely recommend putting color on and then going in and blending it out. This is a smudger brush. I use this up for my lower lash line to smudge things out and smoke it out. This isn't really necessary. You could use this, the 217, to do that. This is just a little bit more precise, and this is synthetic, so it does work with cream products. Next, I have a pencil brush. I use this to put color on my inner corner to brighten things up, to highlight under the brow bone, and occasionally put color right on my inner corner on the center of my lid. This is just a very small, precise brush, which I think is nice. 2 more to go. I'm sorry this video is really long. This is an angled eyeliner brush or brow brush. You can use these for gel eyeliner or to fill in your brows with powder. I like these a lot. Or with a pomade. You can fill your brows in with a pomade. And this one is from Morphe, and it's super precise. Last but not least, I have a brow brush. Normally these come with like a little comb and a like bristly brush part. I normally just use the brush or the brush that comes with my brow gel. Okay, so that is it for a brief rundown on the basic brush types. I hope this helped some of you guys out. If it did, please give this video a big thumbs up. I would really appreciate it. And if you guys like my gray lipstick or purple eyeliner, let me know in the comments below. Of course, leave any video suggestions, and if you're feeling extra nice, please hit the subscribe button. I will see you guys next week. Bye!